And it goes a little something like,
Oh, how can love you all summer and after fall, I'll keep you all summer and after fall, I'll keep love.
Well, Cactus, we have officially made it to the end of the preseason, and
Dude.
excitement is at an all-time high. Welcome back, everyone, to the SkolNBolts Podcast. Today, we are so excited because we are
so excited.
so excited, bud, because a week from tomorrow, there is a real NFL football game on that matters. And
Is there?
it's the best
Doesn't matter.
feeling. Doesn't matter who plays, even though it's a banger of a game. Bills, Rams.
The Rams are playing, right?
Yep, Bills and Rams. That one's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be decided by a coin toss.
Very well could be. Get to see Von Miller back to LA on a new team though. After the
Has
Super
there
Bowl.
has there been any update on Odell? Because I've seen Vaughn. He's been trying to get Odell over there for the past few weeks now, but I haven't seen anything come out yet.
Same. I have not seen anything either. There's some rumors about him that we'll address in a little bit here that doesn't necessarily have any weight to him, but who knows? As we all know, he's hurt anyways, so him coming off of IR is going to be something to keep an eye on going forward. But
I honestly see him going back to the Rams. I mean,
it could happen. I mean, they did sign Allen Robinson though. That's a pretty good replacement for him. Obviously, no more Robert Woods though, so that could be a nasty receiving core coming down.
yeah, but
the end of the
I don't
season.
think Odell wants to come in and play receiver 4.
Right. That would be a pretty
'Cause-
nasty lineup though. End of the year, you're looking at Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, Odell, Tyler Higbee. That'd be fun to watch. Not play against though.
Hey man, we're not seeing them at the end of the year.
I have a feeling we're going to see them at the end of the year. Not necessarily
We won't.
Super Bowl, but I'm talking late
I don't-
December playoff push.
You know what? I just really. I know we were talking about how it's the preseason confidence and such, but that's not what this is, man. Chargers are going to be there for the long haul.
Yeah,
I mean, we open up the first game against the Raiders.
I love that
I
matchup
think-
for week one. That's
Oh, come on, yeah. But I
so
think
fun.
after last year, I don't see us not coming out swinging. And then I mean, I don't know if it really holds any weight to it for him, but it's still really cool that we ended up with Mac, and obviously he's going to be going against his team that drafted him. So that'd be a
absolutely.
little week one terror for you.
Plus that divisional, rivalry. No matter what, it's always exciting to watch two teams, especially two good teams, duking it out. And in week one, like, same with us. We got the Packers.
I'm real excited for that. I don't know if I've seen like a Rodgers fan, but I really am looking forward to seeing how he's going to play without Devontae.
Yeah, it's going to be intriguing. I'm surprised they haven't pushed for any, wide receiver trades or anything. There are some potential signings that could come to fruition potentially that I would hate to see. I'll touch on that after we go over some of the stuff that's been coming out of the Vikings roster. I want to say, after the first preseason game, I was so high on our backup quarterback situation, and I just want to say, holy shit, was I wrong? Things could not have changed more drastically than what has happened in the past few weeks since week one. It's it's come back to bite me a little bit. I said on record that the competition was over. Kellen Mond was our solidified second string. Sean Mannion should be cut from the team, and whether he be brought back in some sort of practice squad role or maybe even like a coaching type of role, that'd be one thing, but not playing. Well, here we are. Preseason's over, and neither man is on our roster. And neither man will be. That is not something that I saw happening when the preseason started.
Really?
Very, very interesting turn of events. Kellen Mond, waived by the team. He is now a member of the Cleveland Browns. And as just reported recently, Sean Mannion, now a member of the Seattle Seahawks. Or expected to be, at least. Which leaves Nick Mullins as our number 2, which I don't think is he's a bad backup by any means. It's just things change so drastically, so quickly for our second-year quarterback. You know, he's gone.
You guys should have got Peterman.
It's a turnover machine waiting to happen, though.
Yeah, that'd make for interesting games.
Well, my hope is, that Captain Kirk never even has to, give up any playing time unless we're, ahead by, so many points that we just take him out. But
Captain Crunch.
As long as Kirk can stay healthy and no more COVID, then I don't have to worry about it. But it's been a wild few weeks with the Vikings quarterback room changing dramatically.
I could really see. I could really see him if he shows up and plays a game. I could see him being a dark horse for the MVP.
I mean, you look at his numbers, I don't see how people can deny that. It is what it is, but
People don't like to look at stats. They just like to go by heart.
Which, Kirk Cousins is one of the toughest guys in the league. He doesn't miss games other than the one that he missed to COVID, which, regardless of vaccination status, he would have missed that game either way. So, it is what it is. I have high hopes for Captain Kirk. I've been singing his praises this entire time. I think that this is a big, big, big year for him. I will say he's got no more excuses. The talent on our offensive side, there's no more excuses. We have to be a solid offensive unit this year. Last year, our offense was pretty great for the most part. Our defense was atrocious. This year, hopefully, knock on wood, we've made the necessary adjustments to at least, we're not going to be a great defense, but hopefully a decent one, and we can make some noise. But that just remains to be seen. Week 1 will be a huge test. It's going to be interesting. What's that?
I said preach it, brother.
Oh, yeah. Week 1, divisional opponents for us, the Packers. For you guys, the Raiders. It's the best way to start a season off, in my opinion. It's going to be tense. I'm sure you and I will both be clenching up a little bit watching the game, knowing that.
Dude, the job I just started, they coincidentally gave me the first Sunday off, so
which is great.
I'm pretty pumped for that. And I was talking to him today, and they were talking about how Sundays are pretty dead here, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to, catch a little peek of that.
Absolutely.
I know I'll be able to see the full first game for sure, which I'm pumped for, man.
Yeah, it's going to be great. With my work schedule, I make sure that I do not work on Sundays. So that'll be...
You know what? I remember. I know that because you know how many Sundays where I'd be there and I'd be like, oh, dude, look at this play. And I'd go turn around to try to be like, oh, hey there. Come watch this video. And then you weren't there. And I had to show AJ. Not saying anything bad about AJ, but
shout out AJ. Notice he watched our podcast. AJ.
He listens fully too. He told me he listens to it and he really enjoys it.
Yeah.
So shout out to AJ.
He's been commenting on our YouTube videos. So AJ, if you're listening, bud, we appreciate you. We miss you.
Oh yeah, bud.
Except you're a Giants fan, which we don't respect.
And you still fully believe in Daniel Jones.
I hope this makes sense.
I don't want to be mean, bro, but Vanilla Vic isn't it.
I hope this puts a smile on his face. I really do.
I'll shoot him a text after this and tell him that he got a little shout out again.
Hell yeah.
Podcast.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of work, I've been noticing, for those who don't know, I'm a tech consultant, so I sell electronics, TVs, and with our, on our back wall of TVs, you know, they have the ad boards constantly looping. Well, they just finally this week put up the promotion for week 1 in the NFL season, and the number 1 game they're featuring is the Fox game of the week, which is Vikings.
Oh,
Packers.
whatever.
What?
You just get to watch Vikings, like little mini Vikings highlights all day.
It's just it's like a hype video getting us ready, and I just love it. It's the best. I've been staring at baseball feeds for the last, however many months. So
baseball sucks. No offense to anyone out there who actually likes it.
I like baseball, but it's not the same as like my love for football. Nothing is. So it's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And no, man, I don't know. I'm just real excited. I get to see the first game and plop it up on the big screen. Maybe even hit the bar.
I'm so excited.
I live in fucking Pennsylvania. We're even further from Los Angeles. No way they're gonna have a Chargers game on.
Probably not. Be a bunch
of
drunk Steelers fans.
Steelers, God, annoying.
A whole bunch of Trubisky Crusaders.
When Emily and I came here, and for Thanksgiving, I wore my Herbert jersey, and I can't tell you the amount of looks and even comments, just random ones, being like, "Oh, you're a Chargers fan out here," and I'm like, "Shut up, man."
That is actually funny for a story that I remember. So I mentioned before I'm a big wrestling fan, and back in, I think it was 2019. Me and my buddy, we went out to New Jersey for WrestleMania, and we stayed out there for the weekend and went to the show. And obviously we rented a car, and the car had Dallas plates on it, and WrestleMania was hosted at MetLife Stadium, where the Giants and the Jets play. So we get there early, for tailgating. We're just hanging out in the parking lot, minding our business. And some dude approaches our car. I was in the passenger side with the window down, and he approaches us, and he's kind of like looking at us dirty. He's, "Oh, guys from Dallas, some Cowboys fans around here." Now, mind you, I'm wearing a Vikings hat, as I always am. We both brought our Vikings jerseys. I don't remember if any of us were wearing them, but we kind of looked at each other and looked at him, and we're like, "We're here for wrestling, and this is clearly a rental car, and I'm wearing Vikings attire. So no, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Because if I was a Cowboys fan, I would never show my face in public, because that would be embarrassing."
Ooh,
but
burn.
Yeah, some of those guys on the East Coast, they were ready to throw down in the MetLife parking lot.
Hey man, I guess I'm part of the East Coast now. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth around here, you dig?
But like I said, I would never show myself in public if I was a Cowboys fan.
Well, come on over to the East Coast, bud. We'll show you how it goes.
Yeah, because we dem boys.
No, that's
kidding.
No. Hey, the Wiz Khalifa song's pretty good though, but not the. No.
Doesn't matter. I can't wait to beat the Cowboys this year and get a little revenge for last season. That'll be fun.
I just don't like the Cowboys. I really don't have any true beef with them, but
I do with their fans.
Yeah, I can't even tell you how many how many freaking times during school all these little dummies would be wearing Tony Romo and Des Bryant jerseys, and I'd try to talk football with them, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know, go Cowboys though." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
And it's
Good
funny
talk.
because I always liked Tony Romo. So
Hey, Tony, I don't have a favorite announcer, but Tony Romo, I
he's up
would
there.
watch every game if he would announce every single game.
Him and Nance together were just wonderful.
Who? I do have a favorite announcer.
Oh yeah,
I do.
is
Yeah.
it Al Michaels?
Okay, so okay. I don't know why people don't like Chris Collinsworth. I like
I
him
like
and Al
him.
Michaels.
I like Collinsworth.
Those two. I forgot. There's no more of that.
No.
Al Michaels is on Amazon now.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's gonna be
Wow.
probably be Mike Tirico with
I was gonna
Collinsworth.
say no offense to Mike Tirico because I liked watching him and the man who shall not be named on Monday Night Football. Like I liked him. I
Yeah.
liked watching them, right? And then every so often when Mike Tirico would pop on for Sunday Night Football, I don't know why, I just hated it because I want Al Michaels.
Al
And
Michaels is
now,
a legend. Yeah.
you know who Doc Emmerich is?
Yes.
Yeah, he's hockey, but he's one of my favorite announcers for
For
sure.
sure. But then you also have probably the most exciting voice in sports commentary, Gus Johnson. Love that man. He is so hyped all the time in any sport that he covers. He's great. He usually does, I think, AFC coverage, so he's one of my favorites. Especially when he goes into, I think he, some of my favorite clips are from the college football broadcasting.
Oh, Gary Thorne. That I was looking it up. Gary Thorne is one of my favorite ones too.
Yeah.
He's a hockey one. Sorry.
No, you're good. One guy that I've had a lot of not hatred, but general dislike for Joe Buck for a very long time.
Oh gosh,
He's annoying, and
he's the worst.
especially I remember against the Packers back in the day, one of the best celebrations, Randy Moss catches the touchdown.
What a dope! I was gonna even say that to you, but then you started bringing it up.
Yep, shoots the moon.
Disgusting thing or something.
He's like,
Oh.
it's unfortunate that was on our air. That is disgusting. Not realizing the actual reason behind that celebration.
Okay. I don't know the reason behind it, but that was still funny.
Well, the reason is because when they'd pull up on on the team bus into Lambeau, the Packer fans would stand outside, turn around, pull their pants down, and moon the bus. That's just what they did. Classy Packer fans. Shout out. But so Randy Moss, basically sealed the game. So he reciprocated in a little rivalry-friendly celebration. And Joe Buck, was disgusted by it. Now, there's a lot of examples of Joe Buck just being terrible at his job. But I feel like lately he's come out of his shell a little bit more, and I will say his call of the Minneapolis Miracle was excellent.
That was Aikman.
No. It was all Buck when he screams, Diggs, sideline, touchdown, Vikings win it. Chills. Still watching it back.
The one thing, I will say, I did like how they kind of just stopped talking and let the moment be the moment.
Oh, yeah. That was when Diggs gets mobbed, and yeah, they just don't say anything. That was fantastic.
I like that. I don't know. But back to the main point. Yeah, Tony Romo is just amazing to listen to because he can predict the play before the play.
Oh, yeah.
And even though as a viewer it's kind of annoying, I'm like, that's so cool.
It's fascinating to see inside.
What a smart little bugger.
Right, absolutely. I love that. So this year it's going to be weird because now the Monday night crew is Buck and Aikman. And then, yeah, I think, who's... Kevin Burkhardt, I think, is now the main Fox guy. And then I don't think Romo's doing commentary this year either.
No, you shut up.
That's what I swear I read that he's doing something different. I could be wrong.
Don't do this to me.
I hope I'm wrong.
Broadcast schedule for 2022. You jerk. No, he is.
I hope he is.
Him and Jim Nance. Jeez, man, you got me a little riled up right there.
That's good. All right. I'm glad I was wrong because I don't want to go back to the days of Jim Nance having to work with Phil Simms.
Shout out to the old Maddens. where they used to have it I'm right? They used to have Phil Simms and Jim Nance. Like they actually
I think there was a stretch they did, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. Man, even again, you know what? Shout out to Madden too. I'm pretty sure I said it on the. No, I know I said it on
the last time we talked about Madison. Sorry, I have some things to say about him. Madden. It was fuck EA. How's your mindset on Madden so far?
Well, currently, what I'm doing we're doing this podcast here. Is I'm playing Madden 22. I'm buying Madden 23 on Friday. Yeah, so like it is still fuck EA, but I have compared Madden to the likes of crack on multiple occasions because I told myself I wasn't gonna go back, and I can stop and I can take a break, and I don't have to bleed my wallet of EA's microtransactions and shit. But you know what? I just can't help it. I can't. I was getting sweats. I can't sleep. I need my Madden packs. I can't function without them.
It sounds like Madden's got you.
Madden's got me bad, man.
What a change in tone from a couple weeks back. I love it.
Know.
But I love the honesty.
Know.
I love the honesty.
I really wanted to hold true to it, but I kind of figured I was going to cave, but I really thought I'd have a little bit before I caved, but not true.
Hey, I like it. I still have not purchased it. I don't plan on purchasing it anytime soon. I'm still going to wait a little bit. I might down the line at some point, but I don't play Ultimate Team anymore anyways, so I don't have that addiction.
We don't speak about that.
You're right.
We don't talk about that. All we do talk about is, remember how many times while at work I'd be sitting there with my little controller pulling packs and I'd be freaking out. That was like the only time at my job I was happy, is when I was spending money on a video game and pulling really good virtual cards that I can't actually do anything with in real life. So I wasn't actually having fun in real life. I was having fun within a video game while at work.
I guess I need to be honest with myself now. Maybe that makes me a bad friend that I didn't see the warning signs when you're bringing an Xbox controller to work to connect to your phone to open packs.
Hold on, quick timeout. Quick timeout. You remember that time when I walked in there with one of those Mountain Dew energy drinks?
Oh God! Yeah.
And you looked at me and you were like, "Dude, it's like 9 a.m." I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And you're like, "What? You got a beer?" And I was like, "Oh my fucking God!" He thought I just walked to the back of Target with the open can of beer.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't like my job, but I wasn't just gonna open and leave.
Listen, it was a big switch up from the normal Red Bull or whatever you drink. So.
It was like, "Is that an open beer?" "No, that's for break. Calm down. It's 9 a.m.
Good times. Well, so now I guess we leave it sit as fuck EA ?
Fuck EA. Okay. How I view this Madden is it's that really ugly friend, right? And you don't really talk to him all that often because he's kind of annoying, and you hang out with him when it's convenient for the group. But once you sit down and you actually hang out with him, and then you play some games with him, you realize that he's an okay friend that you can tolerate sometimes. But don't hang out with him too much because you'll start to get angry. But
maybe
right
fairly judged a little bit.
Yeah, he's judged a little bit too harsh. So I would go in very optimistic. You could be surprised, but also your assumptions could be very true.
Don't get your hopes up too much.
Oh man!
Fuck EA question mark.
Question mark. I'm gonna get that as a tattoo.
I like that. That's a good
Fuck
one.
EA question mark.
That's good. You should do that.
Solid. That's solid. And then I'll get John Madden's signature below it. So it's like.
So you got the respect there.
The symbolicness, yeah. It's Madden, but at the same time, I bet you John Madden would be like, fuck EA. Fuck EA.
I love that. Well, I want to hear some stuff. I got a lot more to touch on for the Vikings roster, but I want to hear what's going on over in LA. I know you mentioned a certain name a few weeks back that you guys aren't exactly fond of, and
Hillary.
There it is.
I was like, who could it be? There are a few names that I was like, I don't know about. Yeah, dude, that pissed me off, man. I don't know why we still have Tillery. We declined his 5th-year option. Just boot him off the team already before everyone sees how bad of a player he is this year. And he has no trade value, and you don't get anything.
Yeah, I was looking on our joint Twitter account when they basically announced that he was on the 53-man roster. And
was that like a main focal point? Was that like a...
No. It was like the full roster was posted. He was on there, and I saw, I think, 3 or 4 different Chargers fan accounts like quote tweet it and say, how the hell is this man still on the roster?
Okay. Yeah, see? Everyone knows.
Yeah, when I saw that, it reminded me of your comments on that a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, that's exactly who Cactus was talking about. So
yeah, man. I don't like Tillery. I think he's a bitch. I mean, if the off chance Tillery is listening to this, which I doubt he is, bro, he's soft. He just upsets me. He plays like a little bitch. He'll have a few games here and there where you're like, oh, okay, so he can do something. He's not completely useless. And then the next game, he shows you why your original thoughts of him being completely useless are accurate.
Sounds very much like a case of the Laquan Treadwell syndrome.
You know what? No, I would say Treadwell. I lived in Minnesota at the time, and I really thought Treadwell was going to be a very nice addition.
Yeah,
I didn't really care for Tillery out the jump because he's oversized. He's oversized and too slow to play end, but he's undersized and too small to play D tackle. So he's lying in the limbo, and I don't like him.
I feel that. I'm a Go ahead.
But super quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sony Michel.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes,
solid pickup.
I like Sony Michel as a, he could even be as like a little utility back, little, not quite as solid, but like a Darren Sproles kind of role, how he was used at times.
Oh man, dude, it's just like I said it on the podcast a few episodes ago, but not having a running back too, yes, don't get me wrong, Eckler is phenomenal, and I will die on the hill that he's a top 5 quarterback, running back.
But he can't do it all.
You can't, yeah, especially with how useful he is out of the receiving. You got to have someone in there that can kind of break the pace up a little bit, give him, because again, if I could, I'd love him out there every play of the game,
right,
giving 110%, 60 minutes. But I bet you it's possible, but it doesn't seem
It's
plausible to do it for 17 weeks of the
games.
season.
And especially, God forbid something happens injury-wise, then what do you do?
Exactly. And then you're down to who? Fucking Josh Kelly, Larry Roundtree. Like, okay.
Yeah, and that's like kind of the thing with Dalvin Cook. He's, I'm not going to call him fragile, but he hasn't finished a season, an entire season before. So that's where it's important for guys like Alexander Mattison to play that RB2 role. And that's what's so interesting for us now is he's basically on the trade market. Last I heard, at least 12 teams have reached out to the Vikings in hopes of trading for Madison. You mentioned it before Sony Michel was announced that you wouldn't mind seeing him, making a little appearance in LA, which I think would have been a pretty solid place for him to go because he is a very good RB2. He could even be an RB1 on certain teams. So that still remains to be seen what happens with him. Probably off the table for the Chargers now with the Sony Michel signing, though.
And my one thing with running, my bad, sorry. One thing that kind of gets me with the running back specifically is what is their value?
Yeah.
Like, and then, I was joking around whenever I was like, oh, you guys should trade Dalvin Cook. No. But what really is the value of a running back, I feel like they're very, very undervalued in this league. But at the same time, for right reasons, right? Because, I like Le'Veon Bell, don't get me wrong. But look at him, for instance. He held out for more money. He got his money. And I'm not saying, because the Jets are just dog water, I'm not saying that it was his inability to play anymore. But he kind of just shot downhill instantly.
Yeah, even when he went to Kansas City, he didn't really do much.
Well, I think that's a little bit different.
Well, it's a different role for sure, but
it's a very different role, and he was probably like the fourth or fifth weapon on the team.
Yeah. But you're right. Like, that's kind of one thing. It's not too controversial in Minnesota, but there are a lot of people who think that Dalvin Cook is a little overpaid, which I think that's pretty plausible because, again, he's never played an entire season, but he is a game-changing back when he's on the field. But now, you look at Madison, probably leaving the Vikings. He's a unrestricted free agent at the end of the season anyways, probably going to be traded. Our backfield is still pretty deep with Kene Nwangwu, who I am high on,
Yes.
and Ty Chandler, who had a great preseason. Looks like he's going to be a very good addition to the backfield. Running backs are easier to find these days than, say a solid quarterback or even a solid, good wide receiver one. There's more of a market out there for running backs as far as where you can find them.
I don't know why the Chargers never just went out and did that, but hey, whatever. Yeah, you can find them everywhere, and I'm not saying that they're easily replaceable.
Oh, for sure.
But at the same time, I feel like you're going to have an easier or a better opportunity filling your hole or your gap that you have if it's a running back.
Yeah, definitely not saying it's gonna be easy. It's just a little easier. There are guys, obviously, who you just can't replace. King Henry, you can't replace.
No, oh yeah. If we're talking like player specific, yeah, no, there's no shot you can do that with Derek.
Yeah,
that guy is. I feel like it goes without saying that guy is crazy.
He's a freak. So it'll be interesting to see where Madison ends up and how that goes. But that's only one of a few really interesting topics coming out of the Vikings roster. Some guys that left me scratching my head a little bit. I trust my GM, trust my coach, and when I started seeing guys go, I think it was yesterday, Armin Watts, who has been sensational in the preseason, and I think he's capable of being a true starting defensive lineman. He was unexpectedly waived, which left a lot of Vikings fans kind of questioning, like, what's going on here? New leadership, what is this? So I was saying when they released him, as well as former third-round pick last year, Wyatt Davis, who never really played out on the offensive line, when they were both gone, I was thinking to myself, they have to be making moves to bring in something big. And then the rumors started.
Oh, yeah.
The rumors on Twitter started. Now, this is not from any reputable source. This is just speculation. But the rumors were making moves to bring in, because the Vikings unfortunately lost B.C. Johnson again. He tore his other ACL from what he did last season. Feel really bad for the guy. They were saying with the Kevin O'Connell connection, maybe bringing in Odell Beckham Jr. on the injured reserve list and have him be available for that second half push, which I was thought, interesting scenario, not likely. But then the other rumors were of Ndamukong Suh stepping in and filling that role, because they were making some roster moves that would free up some space. And then today, the move that seems to be what they're going after is Amir Smith-Marset is gone, which I liked him. And they trade for Jalen Reagor.
Oh, man.
I was at the Minnesota State Fair, having a great time. Minnesota, anyone who's from Minnesota knows how wonderful that place is. But I got the alert from ESPN on my phone, and I did a double take. I'm like, is this a troll? And then I looked. I'm like, no, it's from ESPN. Jalen Reagor. We traded a 7th round pick, and then a conditional 4th round pick that could turn into a 5th round pick if certain statistical things are not met. So now I'm sitting here thinking, okay, first of all, we were all very grateful to Philadelphia for drafting him, which allowed us to get Justin Jefferson. Thank you. Worked out very well. So here's the optimistic side of me. He's a 1st round pick for a reason. Obviously, he has not looked good. But I view this as a low risk, potentially high reward scenario in a new...
Where does he fit in?
He'd be probably a wide receiver 4. And probably take the punt return, because the big reason Smith-Marset is gone is he was not good in the punt return role, which is what they wanted him to do.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think I told you earlier. I think, again, no offense to the Vikings or anything, but I think this trade was kind of a goofball of a trade, and I don't think it bode well. It's going to bode well. I don't he's
disagree.
an adult, so he probably has a way better mindset than me. But personally, and I'm not trying to sound like one of those kids. Personally, if that was me, but like if that was me, I don't know. I just wouldn't. You're just hated there. I wouldn't say hated, I guess is the correct term, but
He was laughed at.
certainly not liked.
To be fair, like we talked about, totally new management. Spielman's gone, Zimmer's gone. No, new head coach, new general manager. They're no longer here. So clearly, whether it's our GM or our coach now, they see something in him, a potential. I think this is a low-risk trade. It's a little, like you said, a goofball trade. But I think it's a low risk. We didn't give up anything crazy for him. And there's a ceiling where he's fast. He's obviously athletic enough to do it. Maybe what he needs is an accurate quarterback, which Cousins is. He's a very accurate quarterback. And everyone who says the check down king, I'm so tired of that. Look at the deep ball. Cousins throws one of the best deep balls in the league. Not kidding. Look it up. But
Look it up, Buttercup.
Look it up, Buttercup. But regardless, that kind of shocked me. I was like, is this what we've been waiting for? Is this the big signing that we've been looking for? Not saying there's, there could be more to come. There's still plenty of time, but that one just, it confused me. Very confusing.
I mean, they have their reasoning for it, obviously, but I just think that's a little goofy.
It is. And then also I talked on multiple podcasts about T.Y. McGill looking great in the preseason. Then to see him get cut from the team shocked me. But then to later see it was actually he's on IR. So he got hurt, and I read it wrong, but I believe he's still with the team, but he's on IR now. So we'll see. It's been an interesting week. Thank God preseason's over. I just want to get to regular season and see our actual guys go. I know you feel the same way.
It's football, man. It's hard not to get giddy about football.
It is, yeah.
Like a little kid on Christmas.
Yep. And I kind of want to.
Okay.
I want to spend a little time talking about our week 1 matchups too. I want to maybe dive into it a little bit and see. I want to know how you're feeling. Like, honest opinion. We know. You think that you guys are gonna be a force to be reckoned with. We did our way too early
predictions. Bauer's going to be curled up in a ball crying for his mama.
Dude, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear some passion. What do you think?
You know what? Before I do that, I will say, as I stated a little bit ago, I am doing a Madden franchise right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the current process of drafting from the Falcons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do have to say, EA gave me literally the shittiest draft class. The top 10 draft picks were all normal dev trait. Like, come on, man.
So does this mean we're Does this mean we're officially back to fuck EA?
No, we're not wishy-washy. We're not doing that. But they're playing with my emotions right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
They sure are. But no, honest opinion, I think there's just a lot to prove from last year. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's a lot of naysayers. And I feel like this is their time to really shine. I mean, they just got to get out there and go do it. They got to show it. And J.C. Jackson might be out for the first game or two, which honestly is fine. I personally don't. Yeah, get it over with. Like we talked about last week, it's not like something insane, nor he's going to be out for a long time, yada yada. So I'm feeling very strong about it, especially with how the team's shaping up. And I mean, I just think this is one of the best teams we've had in a long time. And honestly, I think this is probably one of, if not the best offense in the league.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got a phenomenal quarterback. You got I wouldn't say young, but you got a good tight end, Everett. You got a beefing up O-line. You got, 2 solid receivers, and a phenomenal running back. Yeah. Don't take those words for granted, though. I said 2 really good receivers, and Allen's in there, and Williams, and then I said phenomenal running back. They're all phenomenal. It's just I had to change up the words a little bit.
I get it. Yeah, and then if, with your beefed up defense and, if they can contain Carr, I mean, it's all going to come down to, if Vegas can keep up with you guys, which I don't think they can. Yes, Devontae Adams, yada, 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 we know. Does Vegas still have Josh Jacobs?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think they picked up... Here, let me look it up. Because I know they didn't pick up his 5th-year deal, like his
Right.
5th-year option.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're keeping him throughout the year because they did just cut Kenyon Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's still with the Raiders because they just did. Yep, they did cut Kenyon Drake. So
Okay. So he's still there, but you know, if you guys can obviously contain, I mean, they got a decent 3-headed monster in the passing game with Adams, Renfro, and Darren Waller. So I expect some fireworks from them, but I don't think they'll be able to keep up with you guys offensively. But my God,
I don't think
what a
they will
fun
either.
game. Is that
And
is your game Sunday Night Football week 1? Do you know?
no, I don't think so. I maybe I'm not. Trust me, I'm a real fan, but the whole time zones get me fucked up because it said
No, yeah.
4:25 PDT, but I don't know what that means. So I'm just gonna be honest.
I'm gonna check it because that's a game.
Yeah, 4:25 p.m.
Okay, so but is that
Oh, it's on
Eastern time?
September 11th too.
Yes. Okay, so your guys' game is at the same time as the Vikings game, so I will not be watching.
I don't want here super quick. I don't want this to sound weird, but I always liked when the opening day games was on
September 11th.
September 11th because typically they do like
Some sort of
flyovers.
some sort of
Yeah.
memorial.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm with you. Little
I like
remembrance.
seeing that.
That sucks. I was really hoping to watch that game, but because I'm sure you're the same way. Like if I'm watching my team play, I don't pay attention to anything. Even fantasy football, I don't look at my phone unless it's like halftime because I'm so invested in watching my team. So
Honestly, I feel you, but I don't. I mean, maybe not to the same extent because like I can like triple task.
I can't.
I can be driving.
I cannot
Be driving with my knees, trying to light a cigarette while changing the song. Like I can multitask very good, and so
I can during every other game, but I cannot.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I try to pay attention because I'm not going to name the website just in case like YouTube's got some weird stuff where they can hear it. But there's a website where I watch all the games off of.
Yeah.
And it's so streamless. Like I watch on the Xbox Series X, and switching from game to game to game to game is super seamless. Like I could be on the Chargers, switch over through like 5 different games in the matter of like a commercial break.
I get that. And like when the Vikings are not playing, NFL Red Zone, baby. It's my favorite.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
NFL Red Zone.
I don't know. I never liked Red Zone. I always thought it was kind of stupid.
I love it. 7 hours of commercial-free football. It's great for fantasy tracking. So, like on
one thing I will say, parents have Hulu Live TV, and it comes with NFL Network.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't turned it on yet because when I had it, like when I was able to watch it, dude. That's when I was like the biggest nerd ever. That's all that's all I'd watch. Even if there was no news, no nothing, I would just be tuned into that.
I feel that. Absolutely. So like week 2 for us when we're playing on Monday night, I'll have that whole Sunday available. I will be watching NFL Red Zone for, 7 hours.
You know what you will be? You know what you will be doing?
What's that?
You will be watching the Chargers game while texting me play-by-play updates.
I can't promise that's going to be a thing.
We'll talk about it after, okay?
Fair enough. All right, so Vikings week 1.
Yeah.
Division opponent, Green Bay Packers at home, which I like. It's going to be crazy. From the sound of it, I mean, obviously, it's just a minority group of people that are in on this little, I guess, project, I'd call it. But there are a lot of Vikings fans on Twitter who are, who have tickets available for sale, and they are refusing to sell to Packer fans. And even our head coach was telling Vikings fans, we don't want to see any green and gold in there. So I think it's going to be a sea of purple. Obviously, it's a close rivalry game. There will be Packer fans in there, but it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. I really wanted to go to this game, but I could not find anything reasonably priced. Is what it is. But it's going to be awesome.
Low-key, I've never been a fan of. So I'm pretty sure it was the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
What they used to do is, like, if you were wearing a different team's jersey, like, you couldn't even come in.
Oh no, it's not like that.
Oh, okay. That was I hated that so much. It was like, really?
No, nothing like that.
I couldn't show up.
It's just like, so like some people that I follow on Twitter that are Vikings fans, a lot of them have lines on tickets and they sell them, scalping, whatever.
Okay.
They refuse to sell to Packer fans personally. It has nothing to do with the team. And then our head coach just said, hey, we want you guys to fill the stadium because we want to make it as uncomfortable for them as possible. Now, going into that game, we've touched on it several times. Aaron Rodgers, no Devontae Adams, his main guys, Alan Lazard, Sammy Watkins.
You think he's going to be tripping balls?
He could be. I watched him on Rogan.
Dude, you know how I don't mean to run this off in a tirade, but you know how cool it would be if Rodgers came out in 4 years after he was done playing football and he was like, yeah, last like 3 years of my game, I was tripping balls the entire time. Every Sunday I figured out how to trip. How I whipped it up against you guys, and his last 3 years are just fucking.
As he's been MVP 2 years in a row too.
Yeah, he finishes the year fucking 6-time MVP in a row.
Jeez.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Obviously we know it's going to be a different look for him. I really hope that the Packers don't go and get Amir Smith-Marset, because I think he's got some talent in the receiving game that we're going to be missing. Because, he didn't play a ton last year, but when he did, he looked good. He's looked good in the preseason. Whatever, he's gone, is what it is.
Why'd they cut him?
From what I read, it was mainly because of his punt returning ability. Just not good at it, not good at fielding the ball. And apparently there was a locker room confrontation between him and our rookie Andrew Booth Jr. The quote that I read, I don't know how true this is, but the quote was, he told Andrew Booth Jr., sleep with both your fucking eyes open.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know where that stemmed from or how accurate it is. That's just what I read. Vikings Twitter rumors are going rampant these past few days.
Dude, that's sick. I'd love for my fucking teammate to say that to me.
Right?
That's how you know he's in it, man.
Absolutely.
That's how you know his heart's in the right place. If you're fucking with his work, then fuck yeah, he's with both fucking eyes open. No Everson Griffin.
Loved Everson. So now, healthy Danielle Hunter. Healthy Zadarius Smith. I like those odds against Green Bay's offensive line. I like the odds that Aaron Rodgers is going to be running for his life for a good chunk of the game. Now, no more Anthony Barr, but we still got Eric Kendricks. Our secondary,
Rock? What happened to Barr?
Barr is with, Dallas. He went to Dallas. So, yes. He's gone.
Okay. I must have not paid attention because of when he went to the Jets and I didn't go to the Jets.
Right. No, yeah, he's in Dallas now. And then our secondary, I do believe, is improved. Pat Pete, I think he's doing good things for the young guys there. I hope to see Cam Dantzler have a good bounce back year. I know he and Zimmer did not see eye to eye. So he's excited to step up in new coaching. Hitman Harry, he's always a wild card back there. He's a great. He's one of the greats. Hall of Famer someday for sure. And then, with our young guys, Harry the Hitman, he's a legend. And then with our younger guys, Andrew Booth Jr., Lewis Seen, we'll see how they hold up. But our offensive ability, yes, I know Green Bay has a good defense, but that really hasn't been a problem for us, minus the game that I went to where Sean Mannion played, and we all know how that went. But Kirk Cousins,
Where is he now?
Mannion's in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really want you to say where he was. He was just supposed to be like, not with us.
Yeah, missed opportunity for me.
Whatever.
But Cousins, since he's joined the team, he's played well against the Packers. And then the weapons that we got right now with Dalvin Cook, and even the rest of our backfield is strong. Irv Smith Jr. is back catching balls. Said he'd be ready by week 1. He says he feels great. Irv Smith Jr. is solid if he stays healthy. Justin Jefferson, one of the best in the game. He owns the Packers. Aaron Rodgers told the Bears fans, I still fucking own you. Jefferson's going to be saying that before too long to the Lambeau Field crowd. Adam Thielen.
What?
Healthy Adam Thielen. Touchdown machine. Dude still got it. Even, I think he's 33, 32, 33. Still got it. He's excellent. KJ Osborne. I think he's in for a big season. And then obviously, we got probably the best receiver in the league, in Jalen Reagor. I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
I don't know.
Point is, we got weapons.
We got weapons, bitch.
And I'm not afraid of the Packers. I know everyone still says, the Packers are going to win the division. They own the division. I think things are changing. I say look out. We're going to come out swinging week 1. I think it'll still be a close, tense game. I wouldn't even necessarily say we win by 2 scores. I think it'll probably be a 1-score game. But I don't see the Vikings losing this. I'm all in for the Vikings this season if we stay healthy, but I'm for sure all in week 1 that the Vikings take it to the Packers at home.
Let's put money on it.
Be happy to.
$10 says Packers win.
Done and done.
Done.
And then, and more fun, while we wind down here a little bit, this Sunday, got my fantasy football draft. Very excited. Usually we do a 10-team PPR league, $50 buy-in. This year we ramped it up a little bit. 12-team PPR league, $100 buy-in.
Shit.
So it's a little bit, a little bit crazier. It's a competitive league. I've been a part of this league for a long time now. I've only won the championship once, and there's never been a repeating champion. So that's how competitive this league is. I'd really like to get it this year.
Sleeper pick, bro. Eckler.
Eckler's probably going to be it. I could see him going top 5 potentially.
You guys are playing PPR, bro. So
that's what I'm saying.
I would go get Eckler.
I'm already convinced Jonathan Taylor will be number 1. I could see Eckler going top 5. I could see Jefferson going top 5.
Do you have the order?
No, we get the draft. We get the draft order 1 hour before draft. It's randomly generated. So
I still got to get into a stupid fantasy league. I might just join some little ESPN one for fun, but
yeah,
they never actually play like halfway through the season. So
that's why we take it a little more serious. It's an expensive buy-in, so you gotta pay attention. We'll see. I thought about live streaming it on my Twitch channel but I probably won't because I'll just be focused. We were going to do a live draft, but we couldn't get everyone together, so we are doing it online this year. But
you know what? I'll I'll join a league right now.
Go for it.
You know what? I'm in a league and the draft starts in 20 seconds.
Oh. Well, thanks for
Dude,
tuning
let's
into the
do it.
SkolNBolts Podcast. I'm just kidding.
Gotta cut it. Cut it. He's about to fuck up.
See you next week. Bye.
No, you could help. It did say, like, do you want to play with beginners, normal players, or pros? And I clicked pros. So.
I'm excited. I love fantasy football. It's very fun. It makes
Philip Rivers. That's my team.
That reminds me, I have to come up with a name. For my team. I think last year my team name was My Digs Small. So we'll see. But I'm very excited. Fantasy football is awesome. I'm sure a lot of people who listen to this podcast play it. I'm very, very much looking forward to another big season. And yeah.
Yeah, dude, we could fucking let's do that. Let's get like Matthew Berry on the show.
Let's do it. I'll have my people call his people.
No, I could get. Remember, I'm in touch with Philip. I could get Philip to reach out to him.
I like that. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, dude. Because if we can get Matthew Berry on here, you know how pop in our league would. Or, shoot, it just. Wow, I get to draft first pick.
Jonathan Taylor.
Dude, no, Eckler.
Do not take Eckler first.
No, but then I won't be able to get him. I don't like picking first. I think my favorite pick is at the end of the round.
Right. That's what most people
do. We're so you don't think I should take Eckler?
At number 1, no, I do not.
Why? He's ranked number 3.
I would go Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, but they got...
Don't be a homer for the Chargers.
I'm not.
I remember looking at your fantasy team last year, and it was basically half of the roster was the Chargers.
And you know what? It worked for me.
It did. It's just funny because it was like Herbert, Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Chargers defense or whatever.
Hell no! Don't say that. I knew they weren't. No.
Okay.
No, I had Jared Cook.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it worked though. You know how many shootouts they were in? Like the Browns one specifically, bro.
I get it.
Having Herbert, Keenan, and Mike Will started.
I remember it was so adorable watching you every week tweet out at Eckler like, "Hey, got you on my team and you helped me get the win. Can I get a retweet?"
I never got a jersey.
Or a jersey, that's what it was.
Eckler. Look at, you know what I'm about to do, Eckler? 3, 2, 1. You were drafted number 1 overall. No, yeah, dude, remember, I had to do it because I have to tweet at him, remember?
Wonder if he'll do that again this year.
He is, and he's doing it. No!
Guys, you're getting this live reaction here on the SkolNBolts Podcast.
It says my team. Oh, no, okay, I was looking at a different team because it said Jonathan Taylor. I was like, wait a fucking minute. I know I didn't click him.
This is
Jonathan Taylor 1 second.
Of course he did.
Cooper Kupp 1 third.
Makes sense.
See, because now I gotta wait so many picks. Yeah, this is happening live, like right now. And my biggest point for taking Eck right there is that I'm not going to be able to get him at pick 20.
Well, obviously.
And I want to win a jersey because I was really trying last year and I wasn't able to get it. So with a podcast account, that might even help better.
Don't worry, guys who are listening. I'll post my fantasy team as well on the Twitter page, and you guys will see what a real team looks like.
You know what? You know what? You were sitting right here with me, and you should have known I wasn't going to take Jonathan Taylor. Wow, this pick is already kind of flying by.
That's funny.
So how many?
All right, we are not going to go over the entire draft on the podcast here, but next week is our official NFL breakdown for our predictions, division by division, each team. We're not going to go team record, every single team, but we're going to go division by division next year. Our final true predictions, end of preseason, right before the season starts. We're going to get that out next week on Wednesday before the big Thursday game. We are so close. It feels real now. When we first started this, we were just getting into training camp. Preseason had started. Now we're right at the front door. And remember, our plan is once the season starts, we're looking to go 2 episodes a week. So keep your eye out for that. It's gonna be awesome. We really look forward to pushing out more content on this podcast. So get ready.
See, I know you're doing the whole little talk thing, which I appreciate. I'm just kind of looking at this draft. See, this is what makes me always be a homer, is that the players that I would pick because I'm a Chargers fan, always end up being top ranked wherever I'm drafting. So like it's pick 8 of the second round, and I'm about to have 2 back-to-back picks, and Keenan Allen is up there, and I might have to do a little something because I'm gonna take Herbert for sure.
Oh, of course.
So no, yeah.
Please,
I just had to say
don't
that.
take him in the 3rd round.
Dude, you know what I used to do though, super quick? I used to, because no one liked Phillip Rivers like that, and I'd always get Phillip in like one of if not the last rounds of fantasy, and they'd be like, dude, you don't even have a quarterback yet. And I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Here comes old man Phil.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you like Tyreek?
I think he's still a valuable asset, yeah, for fantasy.
So here's who's on the board, because I have back-to-back picks right now. There's Tyreek Hill, Javonte Williams, Travis Kelce, James Conner. Oh, wow. Why is he rated that
Kelsey's debatable as far as wanting to grab him pretty early. He's pretty good. I don't like Javonte Williams with a healthy Melvin Gordon.
I'm kind of... And then there's Keenan Allen, which I'm probably going to take Keenan.
I would go Kelce over Keenan. I mean, you get back-to-back picks, so...
Yeah. So,
if I were you, I'd go Tyreek and Travis. That'd be my...
Tyreek.
He's got the home run ability.
I could have a stacked wide receiver core, though.
I think Tyreek adds to that, and Travis Kelce is probably number 1 in the league by year's end, unless Kittle goes off.
Well, I took Tyreek and Keenan.
All right.
No, yeah. This was a real fun episode here. I can say that for sure.
Definitely. And
it feels like it was like yesterday me and you were just talking again about football. So
yeah, I look forward to it every week. And one thing that since we're on the topic of fantasy a little bit, I'd like to, especially if we're going 2 episodes a week, around the time the season starts, it'd be really cool to, have dedicated segments to, fantasy updates. We can go over our teams, just kind of look league-wide at, what fantasy players are putting up. So I feel like that's
that'd be
that
cool, yeah.
Talk about.
We just have to get like a day.
Yep.
For one of those, Yeah,
we'll figure out the 2 episode a week thing at some point for sure. Every Wednesday here on YouTube and Spotify, you'll find us for our SkolNBolts podcast.
Man. One more thing, Mike Williams is about to fall right into my lap again. So
he's gonna have the same team as he did last year.
I'm about to have the same team as last year. Herbert. This time I got Eckler. Herbert, Eckler, Mike Will, Keenan, and then I know because I didn't take Kelsey. I'm gonna take Gerald Everett in like a super late round, so my entire team is gonna be Chargers. And then week 8 is gonna be an automatic L because my entire team is Chargers.
Yeah.
It's fine. Hey, it's fine.
It's an interesting strategy, but we'll see what happens.
That's how confident I am in the Bolts this year, man.
Fair enough. I'll update everyone next week on our Wednesday upload for episode 7 of the SkolNBolts Podcast, our big prediction video or podcast. I'll update everyone with how my fantasy team looks, and yeah, we'll prepare for the season.
Go buy your gourmet popcorn that you're gonna need for the long prediction cast.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. I'm excited.
I don't know, man. I just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, like the video, share it. If you're listening on Spotify, share it with a friend, share it with a buddy, coworker, whoever. Just,
your dad.
Just send this podcast to your father.
Say Cactus and Zaffa wanted you to hear this.
Yes.
Love you.
Bye.
Yep. Tell them to have a good day too.
Yep. Of course. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Big time prediction video we've been talking about. It's going to be awesome. We'll see how accurate we are. And we're so close. We are so close. Next week will be the last podcast before regular season football. So on that note, signing out. I'm Zaffa. He's Cactus. You guys are legends.
Adios.
Y'all take care. Peace out.
And it goes a little something like.